first rhythm bank 1, exercise 3, it sounds like this. So it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Stop. So one of the things we want to watch out for is making the space between. So we play 1 and 2, that sounds fine. But when we play 3, we're getting a little quick there. So in your head, say the and between 2 and 3. That will help you properly space it. So I'm going to vocalize what's going through my head. that might be really bad. Here we go. So it's 1 and. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Exercise 5 is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Sounds like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercise 9, which is exactly the same as what we just played, except 2 and is up on the rim. So it's 1. 1. Hello?
The last one is up to rim.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. See, I love it. Corrections.
Was that number 7?
9.
Oh, 9.
One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're starting to speed up a little. I don't know if you noticed, but I've got my right foot is keeping my tempo. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The reason I mention my right foot is you may eventually develop the same habit. This is partly because that's your bass drum in a drum kit. It's this foot keeping the sort of beat of the song usually. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 14, which sounds like this. 1 and 2, 3 and a 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're speeding up a bit. Join in when you want. So, as I said before, and I will say again, speeding up is normal. When I say you're doing it, I don't mean you're speeding up. I mean, we're speeding up. It's a fairly normal thing, but you have to try and curtail it, as it were. It's like having a badly behaved boy, like if you had me as your child. We're going back to basic sticking patterns. We're going to be doing 4B and 5B, and we're going to play them at a couple of different tempos. Here's 4B. It's a series of 1E and 2E and 3E and 4, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4, so mostly triplets. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. I'm going to slow it down, actually. I was thinking we were going to play it faster, but slowing it down is a little harder because, remember, we have to respect the spaces between the hits, and that's a little harder to do when you're going. But if you can play it slow and respect those spaces, then when it's time to play it quickly, you will have that respect built in, believe it or not. I mention this every time. It's like driving a motorcycle. Really fast on the highway as anybody can do. A 2-year-old could take a motorcycle down a highway really fast. Really slowly in a parking lot, that's where the skill is. It's the same with this. So. In whenever and can you hear us? We're slowly, like the train leaving the station, we're slowly picking up speed, very slowly. So just for fun, let's try it really fast and play it on the rim because you get better bounce back. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. That may come across on this as a little sharp, with everybody hitting the rim. But, okay, now 5B is 1 and 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Try and slow this one down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. let's try and speed it up but play a mid bucket. One, two, three, four. Sounding a bit like the hamsters in the garbage can. Okay, rhythm bank 2. So rhythm bank 2, I think I said this last week, exercises 22 to 29 are all the same rhythm. It's the only difference between them is where we're hitting the drum. So I think I've taught you the rhythm in words is alligator, 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 pie. So today we're doing 25, which is 4 mid bucket, 4 rim, 4 mid bucket, and the pie is up on the rim. So it's like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's remember to try and emphasize the 1, 2, 3, 4. Try and emphasize those ones. For some reason, that helps you keep your spacing intact. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Thirty-one sounds like 1 E and 2 and 3 E and a 4. And the 2 and is up in the rim, everything else is mid bucket. Sounds like this. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And 35 is 1 and a 2 and 3 E and a 4. And again, the 2 and is up in the rim and everything else is mid bucket. It sounds like this. Whoa, but that. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Drum set pattern day, we are doing number 3 and number 7. Here's number 3. So I'm just going to start playing it repetitively and join in when you're comfortable. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... And 7. Sounds like this. Both halves of 7 are the same, so it's repetitive within the bar, as it were. So it sounds like this. So I'll just play it over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... What's happening? Very, very slowly, but we are starting to speed up. Now, I like to play the 2 back to back. It's a challenge when you're learning to read the music because you have to go to 3 and then down to 7, 3, 7, 3. I have to do that, especially in the more complicated ones. I have to be reading all the time to know where I am. But it's just meant to kind of exercise a part of our brain that doesn't get tickled a lot. So if you're getting frustrated with it, just stop. I don't want to cause internal frustration. But it's a fun exercise to do. So I'm going to be playing 3, 7, 3, 7, 3, 7 repetitively. And as I say, if it's just like I am totally lost in space, I won't do it for too long. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, let me play it a couple times so you can hear it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So we're practicing 3-layer prep. We're practicing the 3 rhythms and the bridge. The first rhythm we practice is what I call the soprano rhythm. This is it. I'm demonstrating. So we're going to play that over and over again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... alto rhythm. I'll demonstrate it twice, then I'll count us in. One and two and three and four and. And the bass rhythm, the one that's hardest to master, as it were. I'll play it twice. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One, two, three, four. And the bridge, which sounds like this. And that last half, we have practiced that kind of rhythm in our warm-up, that the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We did that today, in fact, as part of our warm-up.
Where's the bridge?
I'm sorry?
Where's the bridge?
Are you looking at music?
Yeah.
Page 1. Page 1 of this song.
Oh, the 3-layer prep.
It says 3-layer prep at the top.
Yeah.
There are 3 lines of bars. Go to the middle one. There are 3 bars on that line. It's the, no, you're looking at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's these 2 bars.
Okay, thank you.
Bum, 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 bum. That's this. Bum, bum, bum. And this is bum, 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 bum. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Three-layer prep, section 1, starting with the sopranos. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. we come.